your online singing coach. Hey everybody, it's your online singing coach back again today with a new reaction. Today, I want to give a shout out to Lucky Everdome for suggesting this one. Well, the only person I've heard of in this group is Daryl Ong. He was in the, No, You're Shining Down. Well, he was in the One Sweet Day group that I reacted to a while back. That was amazing, and I remember really loving Daryl. So he's already got an advantage in this one, but my guess is the whole group is good. So let's get into it, shall we? Guys.
Say you'll never go. Say you'll never go out my way. Say you'll never go.
Dang!
For we can still go on and make it through.
Nice job, guys. They all sounded so good. One after the other, It's like, ooh.
How can I make it through the day without you? You have been so much a part of me, and if you go, I'll never know what to do. How can I carry on my way? The memories, when all that is left is a pain in our history. Or should I live my life today? I can't live out on my own and just forget the love you've always shown and accept the fate of my condition. Please don't ever go, for I can't live my life alone. Say you'll never go. Say you'll never go out my way. Say you'll never go. For we could still go on and make it through. Just say you'll never go. Say you'll never go.
All right, we're gonna pause right there for a second because there's a lot, you know, it's always a lot to take in when it's a group. There's a lot of complex harmonies happening. It's not just straight ahead harmonies. There's some really kind of jazzy coloring happening in these harmonies. They're not easy. These guys are staying on their parts so well. They're really listening to each other. I'm not sure if it's happening at the mix board or if it's happening right there among the four guys, but every time a soloist comes in, their voice is significantly louder and the other guys are softer. And I feel like it's happening there among the four of them. It's like they're stepping forward for their solo and then stepping back when they're singing the harmony, the backup parts. The other thing that's just throwing me off is like, every time one of them opens their mouths, I'm like, ooh, he's good. Then the next one opens his mouth, I'm like, ooh, I like him even better. Then the next guy opens his mouth, I'm like, ooh, I like him even better. And then I realize I'm back to the beginning again. So they all have really, really nice voices. And They blend really well together too. It's a very complementary group of voices here. Loving it so far. Let's keep going.
Right on. How can I make my dream come true without you?
Yes.
You were the one who gave love to me. You were my fantasy. I can't live my life alone and just forget the love you've always shown and accept the fate of my condition. Please don't ever go, for I can't live my life alone.
Yeah, again, we're just talking about very complex parts here. When one person entered, then the next person was like da 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 da. They're all on these chords, you know, like the chord progression, the arrangement, the vocal arrangement is very challenging. Again, not just straight do, mi, so harmonies happening here, not 1, 3, 5. We got all kinds of parts happening here, all kinds of colors that they're responsible for creating. Each one plays a vital part in shaping the sound that we're hearing, and they are all bringing it.
Say you never go. Say you will never go out my way. Yeah. Say you never go. For we can still go on and make it through. Just say you'll never go. Say you'll never go away. Yeah. Say you'll never go out my way.
Yeah.
Say you'll
Another kick.
never go.
Love that moment there.
For we could still go on and make it through.
Yes.
For we can still go on and make it through.
Love it.
Just say you'll never go. Say you'll never go away. Away. Say you'll never go.
So tight harmony.
Say you'll never go.
Oh my goodness. You guys, wow. I loved that culmination there at the end where it was the two guys who sang together, had a little moment, and then the other two guys had a little moment, and then coming back together, and instead of a nice, easy, simple ending, they had these fast little your turn, your turn, your turn, your turn, little riff here, little riff here. Lots going on, lots, like I said, lots of responsibility. Every single guy, nobody had an easy part in this song. Everybody, boy, this must have taken some practice. Even though I can see these guys are really just awesome singers with tons of natural talent and great pitch precision, but still, like, these are like fast, like your turn, your turn, your turn, like, and popping in and out of now I'm the lead, now I'm the backing part. It's hard. and they were so on it. It's got some jazz coloring, but it's really definitely like kind of old school R&B. I definitely get 90s R&B vibes here. I do feel like if these guys were around at the same time Boyz II Men was, Boyz II Men would have had some serious competition. Let's just listen to this last little bit again, because from the two duets.
For we could still go on and make it through.
I mean, listen to that. The low part, it was so on. It was right with the high part. It must have been this person doing the low part, because obviously I think we all know that this is a little trick to be able to hear your part a little bit better. They're just smiling, they're having fun. It's a lovely moment. And now it's the other two guys' turn.
For we can still go on and make it through.
Yes, and again, just having fun, both sounding fantastic, blending well.
Just say you'll never go, say you'll never go away.
That part right there. Each one of them comes in 4 parts right after the other. Say you'll never, say you'll never, say you'll never, say you'll never. My gosh. Like, it's just a piano chord, so it's up to the guys. There's no drum beat here to keep them in 1, 2, 3. They're listening to each other. They're doing such a good job being a team, listening to each other, taking their moment. Let's watch this Say You'll Never one more time. This 4-part echo here. All on different harmonies.
Say you'll never go away.
Yeah, and that part, the part on the first listen, I remember thinking it's just away. They were just gonna end with 1 note each. But no, again, it was not a normal, easy structure for the harmonies. We had more movement here, and makes the song just feel like it's not final yet. So sure enough, we got a little more. So just that last little whoo was the final part, and we could feel that it was the end. Although there are little improvisations here as well. As always, I'm always happy to see those little high five type feelings at the end of these performances. I just love to see everyone go from the zone where they're performing, they're singing, they're feeling it, and then they're like, ha, I'm human again. I'm just a regular person having fun. You know, like I like to see the personalities come out, not only in the singing, but after the singing. I just love to see those smiles. The thing too with this group was they were all so strong. They all had such good voices. They're all mega talented. Sometimes you can kind of hear who like might be the breakout star in a group. Sometimes it's actually unexpected who ends up becoming the breakout star. But with this group, boy, I wouldn't be surprised if all these 4 guys had big solo careers, because they all were such high-level musicians and singers. And you could tell they were singing live. This wasn't pre-recorded. This was actually happening, and it was pitch perfection. Everybody was on their part. Everyone had gorgeous tone. Everyone had awesome riffs. And the best part, too, considering how talented each guy is individually in this group, they really, really were a team. They were very focused on blend. They were listening to each other. That, again, just takes somebody special to know how talented you are, but be a team player and work together as a group to make the song work as a group song, not as 4 soloists competing for the spotlight. Wow, what a treat. So thanks again for this great suggestion. Hope you enjoyed watching it with me. If you did, please be sure to hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.